everybody, Clarence here. I am actually with Healing Faith, and I wanted to do an interview with them because we actually talk to the people who are working with Healing Faith. So here we go.
Hey, I'm Carrie Segner, and I am the founder and executive director of Healing Faith, and I live in Uganda with my family.
Okay. How did it get started?
We started Healing Faith, my husband and I, almost 9 years ago now. Memory's fuzzy, but we got started. I'd done a mission trip when I was in high school to East Africa, and I knew I wanted to get back there someday. And we lost a daughter, and that just kind of spurred us. Her name was Faith, which is why Healing Faith is the name of our organization. And that spurred us to just realize, you can't always just count on someday. Someday I'm going to get back there. Someday I'm going to do what I feel I'm being called to do. So we founded Healing Faith and started that process of getting there, moving and everything.
Okay. So how many what exactly does it do?
Okay, so Healing Faith is malaria focused, and that was about a few months to a year in when we were living there, because we were very broad community-based health. And our youngest son, who was 2 at the time, got malaria. And I remember holding him, and we were able to catch it early, get him treatment. But I remember this intense guilt because we had that ability to test him early, get him treatment, and I didn't have to fear, was he going to die in my hands? And I'd met so many moms that had lost children to malaria. And having lost a child, I connected with them on that. And for his testing and treatment was less than $2, and I just couldn't fathom why it was the #1 killer of children in Uganda when it was less than $2 to save that life. So we just made it our mission to spread the word, to spread awareness and help.
About how many lives do you think it changed?
Well, I know I should have done better and had name, but I know for 2019 so far, we've helped over 7,500 patients.
Wow.
And that's just with 2 teams. We have a malaria center and then a mobile team that goes out. And and my husband texted me since I've been here, and he said in one day they had 200 people tested, and over 150 of those were positive.
Wow.
And that was just one day now.
Yikes.
So, so it's quite a large number. I would say on average we're seeing about 2,200 to 2,200 patients a month, but that's not also counting the amount of nets we're able to hang, and that's families that we're helping prevent, and then also education.
Okay. How did Young Living's Foundation get involved with your charity?
Okay. In 2015, one of the Crown Diamonds, Jessica Gentiloni, was leading service trips to Uganda. She had adopted from Uganda, and she was leading her downline to come. And a friend connected us, and so she was going to be in our area. And we said, she asked, "Can we work with you for the day?" We're like, "Yeah, come hang nuts with us. Come see what we do." Education. And the then director, Nikki Davis, was on that trip, and the director of the foundation. And I didn't know who she was. I didn't even know there was a foundation. I knew little about Young Living. So they just spent the day with us, working with us, and Nikki was asking a lot of questions. And I just thought she was very interested. And then so later she told me, she's like, "We've actually been vetting you as a possible partnership for our foundation." And she's like, "We love what you're doing. We love your vision. We want to help." And then from that point on, it's changed our organization completely.
So how can Young Living members help your charity?
The biggest and easiest thing truly is rounding up. Like I said, it's less than $2 for our organization to test and treat someone with malaria, especially in the kids that are weakened immune systems anyway, malnourished. That can be a death sentence for them easily. And so $2, I mean, if you just donated $2 a month to the foundation, that's a life save. And so I think people can sometimes get too overwhelmed, like, "Oh, I can't do enough, so I don't," but like, just start by rounding up.
How can we visit or volunteer with you? What's the best way?
So right now, all of our volunteers and our service trips come through the foundation service trips. So I don't know too much about that side of things, of like the process of how they get there. I just know when they land, our side of things. But I know they're visiting 1 to 2 times a year right now and working with us.
Okay. I guess that's all for right now.
All right.
If you have anything else you want to add?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you. Honestly, I come here to help share and to raise awareness, and so thank you for every person you tell about it and share. It's making a difference there. It really is.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Thanks for helping us get the word out.
Yep. Thanks.